several hours ago, I called Katy. I said, and we can't talk very long because we need to post this. This is going to be the, we're going to talk and no edit. Oh, no, I have to edit it. Oh, crap. Okay, no more cuss words because I have to post this immediately because it is.
Let's restart then.
It is
That way you have a clean cut.
Okay, restart in 3, 2, 1. Pa 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 cha, poo 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 poo. Welcome to the Kind of Nerdy Girls podcast, starring Jonna.
Hello.
What are you gonna do this weekend?
Work and try and get some sleep.
And Katy, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna carve my jack-o'-lantern and buy Murphy's Halloween costume. He's gonna be a pumpkin this year. He just doesn't know it yet.
Oh, poor Murphy.
So not
He's
original.
not a poor Murphy.
So not original.
Well, I thought about it. I put a lot of thought into that.
Edit. And voice guy, Patches. What are you doing this weekend?
Sleeping.
You gotta whisper.
It's a good time.
My name's KJ, and I'll be sleeping with him.
Yay.
Yeah, you will. That's what I'm talking about.
Yay, sleeping.
Sleeping.
Probably spooning.
Yay, sleeping. Yeah, we do spoon.
Yeah, we do.
He's big spoon.
Obviously.
Duh. I could have told you that.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know what the alternative
I don't
is?
need you to judge me just because I'm little.
Listen, if you were the big spoon, you wouldn't be called the big spoon. It's called jetpacking.
What?
What?
Yeah, the term for when the big spoon is smaller than the little spoon is jetpacking.
That's funny.
Oh, I want to do
You would
it.
be the jetpack.
All of a sudden, I feel like James Bond in my bedroom now.
Yeah.
Whoa, settle down.
funny.
Okay, let's
We're
see.
getting a new James Bond movie. I'm so excited.
We are.
Yes.
Yes. Do you want to talk about that right
I don't
away?
know enough about it to talk about it.
Okay,
I'm just excited.
That's why we're kind of nerdy, because here's what we know. We're getting a new James Bond film.
I didn't
All
know that.
right. Well, you didn't?
I didn't.
And Rami Malek's the bad guy.
Oh, that'll be awesome.
Yeah. So excited.
Yeah.
You know who that is, Jonna?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's that, Jonna?
He's Mr. Robot.
The crazy eyes. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got really huge, creepy eyes. He's got bug eyes. He's the guy who played the guy from Queen.
Yes,
Freddie Mercury.
It's been
The
such
guy
a lo-
from Queen. You know the one.
He's the guy that played the guy.
He played Queen, okay?
He was the whole band. It's been a very long day, guys.
So that's like that's it on James Bond.
Yeah.
But casting news from the DC world, which I was excited about, which doesn't happen often. Breaking news, something exciting from the DC movie world. Zoe Kravitz has been cast as Catwoman
Oh my God, I saw that.
for the upcoming movie The Batman.
Aren't all the Catwomans so far terrible?
Wait, what? It's called The Batman.
You didn't know?
Yeah.
Robert
it's
Pattinson.
the early years of Batman.
Robert
Oh,
Pattinson will
lame.
be the Batman.
That's lame.
Opposite Zoe Kravitz.
That's lame.
And it's going to be more about detectiving than crime fighting.
Yes.
Lame. Already not gonna see it.
And they did cast the Riddler. And I was talking to Scene and Nerd last night. I was on their podcast.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. So
I
get
love
this.
the Riddler.
Sarah from Scene and Nerd lives in Alaska.
Wow.
How
Okay.
awesome.
Right. Except
God.
for when you're a guest on their show.
And
Because
it's like 2 in the morning.
right. We did not even start until we were supposed to start at 10:15, which I was like, wow. That's
late.
I don't
that's
see
so
that
late.
time during the week.
That's bedtime.
And then Sarah was running a little late, and it was getting to where I was like, oh, this isn't gonna go well. But they're very entertaining. So then, as soon as we were recording, then it was like, I'm awake, and I'm alive, and it's good. But we talked about the Riddler, and I can't remember the actor's name that's going to be playing the Riddler.
Paul Dano.
Yes, there we go.
Who was that?
I don't know. I just know that name. Don't know the actor. I only know the name.
Sarah was very
So
excited
helpful.
about it.
My phone's on the other side of the room.
Do you
I
know
can't
the
look at it.
Riddler's name in the comic books, Jonna?
The Riddler?
Yeah. No, his real name.
No.
But it's
Why would I
comic
know
book,
that?
so it's fake. Edward Nigma. Enigma.
See,
Enigma.
get it? Get it?
Yeah.
That's funny.
You
Yeah.
really didn't know that?
No, I don't.
Have you didn't see Jim Carrey as the Riddler?
I did, but probably like 1,000 years ago.
I used to think that was like a dream I had. I didn't think that actually happened, but it did.
Wait. You didn't think Jim Carrey was actually the Riddler?
No.
I had this very vivid dream.
Yeah, I was like,
once
you know,
that
I
Jim
remember
Carrey
like
was
bits
the
and
Riddler in
pieces
a
of
movie.
this. And I thought I made it up. No, it's a movie.
Okay, you know what? This is really funny. This is like deja vu. It's all coming together. I haven't even told you this yet, honey,
Ooh.
because the movie that not because I haven't told you because I haven't seen you because we've been
She's
so
keeping
busy.
it a secret.
It's a
But
secret.
I had a dream night before last, and this is all tying in because the movie that Jim Carrey was the Riddler, Val Kilmer was Batman, and I had the most vivid dream. Like,
So
you know how,
vivid.
like, when your dreams, you feel like they're
real
real,
life.
right?
Lucid.
Yes, been there.
That I forgot that I had been married to Val Kilmer.
I feel like that's something you wouldn't forget.
Right.
In your
And
dream, you
therefore-
were married to him?
And in my dream, I had been married to him in the past,
But
and
you
I had
didn't
forgotten
remember.
about
That's
it.
a lot of layers.
Right. And so, therefore, my marriage to Voice Guy Patches was not valid because I
Because
had
you're still
forgotten.
married.
I had forgotten to divorce Val Kilmer.
Forgotten. Whoops.
I forgot to divorce this man and get my millions of dollars in settlement. It's
Which-
fine.
No offense, babe, but had I married Val Kilmer, I would not have left him for you.
No. I mean, are we talking like Top Gun Val Kilmer, like the Saint Val Kilmer?
Sounds like Batman Val Kilmer.
Batman Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
'Cause,
worry.
I mean,
I've thought of
you know,
Batman Nicole Kidman a lot. I think that's the best she's ever looked in a movie, personally.
in
I
any
thought
movie?
that movie was a
like
dream, so
Nicole
I don't
Kidman.
even know what we're talking about.
She was
I
Dr.
can't even put a picture in my head of what these people look like.
Yeah, she was
she
Dr.
really be
Chase
rich?
Meridian in the movie.
Maybe.
With Will Ferrell,
Maybe.
she was Samantha in that movie.
That is not how Nicole Kidman wants to be remembered.
That was I love that movie though. Oh my God, how much
You think
do I
of all
love
Val
that
Kilmer's
movie?
roles, he wants to be Batman.
That's true. He probably could be remembered for something better.
Jim Morrison. He was
Yeah,
Jim,
yeah,
he
The
played
Doors.
Jim Morrison.
The guy from The Doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
Doors.
See, the band.
He was the
He
best.
was the guy that played the guy
He
from
wasn't
the
Queen,
Doors.
Jonna.
He was the Doors.
He was
Oh.
The Doors.
He was also the bad guy
He was
in
multiple
MacGruber. Yeah.
He was the bad guy in
Yeah, he was.
MacGruber. Every time you turn that on, I leave the room.
The only reason I do, I just want to see if it's the part where the WWE guys are in it, and that's
No.
it.
MacGruber.
Never seen it.
It's
Oh, I know who Nicole Kidman is.
oh my god.
Yeah.
You had to Google it.
She's
Yeah.
been around for a
I
minute.
needed a
Yeah.
Like a
Sure.
bunch of stuff, but Bewitched is like in the forefront of my mind because I love that movie so much.
And she was the best part
Wasn't
of
she in
Aquaman.
Aquaman? Yeah.
Yes, she was
Yes.
in Aquaman.
We just it was on
It
the
was
other day
in the hotel.
In the hotel,
Yeah.
for when we were at Ace Comic Con. Aquaman was on, and so it was like whatever. It's just like it's fine.
Well,
So
now
we just
granted,
need-
this was like at 11 o'clock at night, and we had just gotten our food to eat, like
time?
the first time.
Is Bewitched that movie that was based on that really old TV show?
Yes.
That the
Bewitched.
wife was a witch?
Yes.
Yes.
I did watch the show. I didn't watch the movie.
Okay.
The movie's so good, so cute. You probably wouldn't like it because I don't think you like rom-coms, but it was really
Depends.
good.
We are so all over the place.
It's a Friday. I'm very
Anyway.
lost.
Honestly. Oh.
Anyway, wait.
Okay.
wait.
Preach.
Sorry.
Wait,
Okay.
to finish my thought about
Val Kilmer.
Aquaman
Oh.
and Nicole
Okay.
Kidman being the best part of it. Thank you for following along.
We started talking Aquaman, and I stopped listening.
Yeah, if you would have just said Jason Momoa, I would have been all there.
All right,
Wait,
we're
no,
back.
no,
Right.
no.
We're
'Cause
back.
here's my point. Jason Momoa should have been the best thing about that movie. The
I would have
best-
thought the movie would have been the best part of
No,
the movie, but I
no,
guess not.
this is
Yeah,
a
right,
D-
right.
This is a DC movie.
Facts.
Check yourself.
Okay, Wonder
Fact.
Woman was like okay.
That's one.
That was pretty
One.
good.
We
Yeah,
have to
that's-
stop.
Shazam
going,
was good.
Oh, but they
Shazam
had
was
Wonder
okay.
Woman.
Yeah.
They had Wonder Woman and Shazam, so that's two out of like
Joker
1,000
was really
movies.
good.
Still haven't seen it.
Technically not part of that, but whatever.
So that doesn't count. So
Yeah, I
you can't
guess
count
not.
it. So we're still only at 2.
okay,
Can
so the
I
best
just
movie
say
they
one
made
thing
doesn't
about
count.
Aquaman, and
Yes,
then we don't have
please.
to talk about Aquaman
Okay,
anymore?
thank
Please.
goodness.
I would just like to say, number one, Nicole Kidman, definitely the best part. But the most interesting part of that entire movie was the relationship between his parents. And if that had been the movie, I would have liked it. I just say, and everything else was boring.
For those of us who didn't watch, please explain.
Please.
Well, so like she's, like a queen of the sea.
Like a fish.
Oh, his mom.
She's the queen of Atlantis.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
And-
it was his dad who was
No,
like the king
his
or whatever.
dad is regular Joe.
Yeah, he's a
Some
human.
guy.
He's a
Okay.
human.
He's not an Atlantean.
Okay,
Right.
so the plot of The Little Mermaid so far. Got it?
Yeah, basically.
Yep,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I follow.
So imagine if the Little Mermaid, but
Jason
not a
Momoa.
prince.
Wasn't she a redhead?
What if?
Or was
Yes.
that a different person?
But Nicole,
she was a-
Nicole
However, Jason
Kidman
Momoa's
is
love
blonde.
interest was a redhead in
Okay.
this too. So I mean, yeah,
But
Little Mermaid
Nicole,
Part 2.
There is a Little Mermaid Part 2.
it's horrible.
Yeah, she has a kid.
Yeah.
All right,
I
come on,
know.
focus.
Okay,
Look, Aquaman. KJ is so done with us right now. She's
Oh, I
like,
wish
no,
you could see
can't
this
do it.
face.
Nicole Kidman is not a redhead in Aquaman. She is blonde.
Okay.
Just okay.
She's
All right.
blonde
Like
with her pasty
platinum.
Skin? Oh my God.
Platinum blonde.
Yes,
I'm so
it's
sorry.
like
She looks
platinum.
amazing.
She looks amazing because she's like platinum blonde and
Okay.
all like mermaidy and
Mermaid.
Okay.
Yeah, she's mermaid-y. But so imagine that the Little Mermaid didn't meet a prince, but she met like a fisherman, like a guy that like lives in a lighthouse. You know.
Probably more likely. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. That's what you're gonna find if you jump out of the sea, mermaid.
If some guy's gonna fall off a boat, it's probably not gonna be a prince.
Right.
Correct.
Why is the prince on the boat?
I don't remember.
Yeah, unless you're in Monaco or something like that. But that's about it.
So anyway, Nicole.
So
Kidman
anyway,
looks
I
great.
mean,
She was
all
a
I
great
wanted to
guy.
say
Yep.
is that the only interesting part of that movie was his parents.
Did
the
they
end.
love each other?
Paris.
The end.
I had a dream.
Did
the
they
other
love each
night.
other? They loved each other a lot. He went out, so she had to leave. Okay, I don't
She
think
was a
I'm
fish,
spoiling
yeah.
anything for anyone.
I'm not
No.
gonna see it.
She didn't leave. She didn't have to leave because she was a fish. She had to leave.
That's what happened to the Little Mermaid.
Nicole Kidman is not the Little Mermaid in Aquaman.
Honestly, I think this is the most we've ever talked about Aquaman
This is probably the best raving review they've got.
ever.
She had to leave to save her family, right? Like if she didn't go back to Atlantis,
Which happened in the Little Mermaid.
hell, all hell was gonna break loose. So she had to leave the man that she loved and her child
Bummer.
and go. So she like sacrificed her happy life because otherwise no one was gonna be happy.
Wait, how come she didn't take him with her?
Because she couldn't because
He's
he was
not a fish.
He was half breed.
Oh.
So like they don't accept that. Okay, they're not.
That's fish cyst.
Yeah, it is fish cyst. Yes.
That's mammalian cyst.
So anyway, Jonna, did you see Aquaman?
No.
No. Okay. So you're gonna love this because this is where the romantic part comes in. He,
More romantic
every,
than it has been?
every single morning after she was gone, every single morning for years and years, he got up, made his cup of coffee, and like walked out to the dock just in case she was going to come back.
That's what happened in Pirates of the Caribbean.
It sounds like The Great Gatsby, kind of.
It sounds so much like The Great Gatsby.
No.
That's what the Aquaman. You know, everybody was like,
Fish
Aquaman
Great
was
Gatsby.
such a ripoff of The Great Gatsby. There's
Yeah.
just no new ideas
No,
anymore.
because in Great Gatsby, he would go and walk out on the dock to look across the ocean at the green light at Daisy's house across the dock.
Right, but he didn't think she was going to be a fish woman and come back.
Well, if he was a fish
Well,
man, he could have swam over there.
We don't know what was
Couldn't he?
going on in his mind.
All right. Good job, guys. Good
Butchered
job.
that movie. Yep.
Good job. All right. Moving on.
Wait,
Yeah.
I
Alright.
had a dream that I got a tattoo with Chris Evans the other day.
With or of?
With, like we were both at the tattoo shop together.
Did you get matching tattoos?
I don't know.
What
I
did
don't
he get?
remember.
Then it's a boring dream.
I just remember being in a tattoo shop getting a tattoo, and Chris Evans was right there getting one right next to me. I was like,
What'd he
oh.
get?
So did you go together, or did you walked into a tattoo shop and Chris
was
Evans
there.
happened to
In
be
my
getting a
dream, I was
tattoo?
already at the tattoo shop.
And
and
Chris
he-
Evans walked in?
He was already there too. We were like right next to each other.
So you were just existing in the tattoo shop.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God, it's Chris Evans.
You didn't like text each other like, hey,
No.
great time to get a tattoo.
Hey, let's get matching Captain America tattoos.
Same here, bro. Let's go.
No, but I thought it was really weird. I was like, what is the universe trying to tell me?
Okay, let's
Get a
break that down
tattoo?
because a tattoo is a very permanent thing.
It is.
So that was just you trying to marry Chris Evans. In
Or
your
get
dream.
a tattoo.
You know,
Or get a tattoo.
I do want another one, but
Yeah, we know.
probably will be Captain America related.
Could be.
It should
You could
be.
ask him for a matching tattoo.
I mean, I tweeted at him to see if he wanted to get matching tattoos, but he did not tweet me back, so it didn't really work out too well. It's cool, though. It's whatever. I'm not bitter at all. I'm not sad that he wasn't at Ace Comic Con, and that's why I didn't go.
There will be other Ace Comic Cons.
I know, but I'm going to have to, actually travel, really far to go
Well,
see him.
if you love him so
do.
much, you
Yeah.
will travel.
I
for
will.
him.
I
You'll
have
make
to
it work
travel
if
for
it's
him
meant to
so we
be.
can meet and lock eyes and fall in love. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, okay.
I've already decided.
Yep.
You and every other girl in line.
No, I'm special.
Yes.
So what kind of nerdy things have you been doing, John? Have you been watching any of your cheesy rom-coms?
Tell her about the Hallmark stuff.
Ooh,
I haven't guys, I really
time for producer
They have
John.
like 40 new movies on the way.
Romantic,
Christmas.
cheesy
Yeah.
comedy. Okay.
Christmas is 2 months from now.
Yeah, I know, but I haven't seen any of them. I've honestly been so busy. I haven't really been like watching anything. I watched Big Mouth season 3.
That was really good.
You watched Big Mouth?
The
Oh.
TV show
The most
On
vulgar
Netflix?
show ever, but it's
by Nick Kroll.
hilarious.
I haven't. Tell what's the what?
It's
what is
it's about all these kids going through puberty, and it's
Oh.
and it's an animated series on Netflix, and it's about all these kids who are in like middle school / high school, and they're going through puberty, and they have hormone monsters. It's very inappropriate. Don't watch it with children. I just want to put that out there.
Like I just want to say that like, you've been very busy, but when you do have time, you watch kids going through puberty.
It's funny though.
So it's made by Nick Kroll and
Oh,
John Mulaney.
Nick
You've
Kroll,
been watching
Ruxin. Yeah.
Ruxin from the
Yeah.
League. Yeah, the
Yeah.
lawyer guy.
Rodney
Yeah.
Rodney Ruxin Russman.
Oh,
Patches, could you go see what the cats just knocked down in the other room
Sure.
why
and
not?
make sure that Amelia's okay because
She
Melody
came
just came
running.
barreling out and Amelia's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, she'll be
That's
fine.
a good sign.
Yeah, she's
I'm
fine.
kidding.
Amelia, Amelia. Okay,
I have been
I
watching
don't have time to edit.
Veronica
Check
Mars.
on her.
I have been watching Veronica Mars though.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Where are you at?
I'm only on season 2 ?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like right after her and Logan had broken up, which how weird was that storyline that they were dating? Like every time they would kiss, I'm like, this makes me cringe. Like I could not even fathom why they were dating at all.
Oh, girl, you're so early in Veronica Mars.
I know.
Love it.
God, if she could end up
love
with
it.
Logan, I will
I love
cry.
it.
I will
Oh,
cry if
love
she ends up with Logan because I don't really like Logan. Honestly, seems like a serial killer to me, but that's just
Oh.
he does. Well, his dad's a murderer, so like,
So it runs in the family?
Okay, you can't judge someone by their parents.
I'm just saying, like that stuff
Just
can run
because
in your
your
genes.
dad's a serial killer doesn't mean you are.
Speaking of serial killers, I've been watching How to Get Away with Murder. Also,
Okay.
Did you
really
learn
good.
anything?
did I learn anything? Yeah, they've been getting away with murder for like 5 seasons.
That's the show.
like
Yeah.
literally.
If they don't get away with it, the show ends.
And
right?
they kill like
How to
the
Not
show
Get
is
Away with
ending. This
Murder.
season that's airing right now is the last one.
Oh, is it really?
Very sad about it.
Okay. All right. So when will you kick into Hallmark Channel mode?
When I have time, which since
November
I just
1.
put in my notice at work, 10 days and counting, I will probably have more time, and I will have my weekends for you to do nothing but watch the Hallmark Channel. So
Very nice. Very nice.
give me 10 days.
Katie, your kind of nerdy update?
I have been picking and choosing different games to play. I have a new one that comes out this Friday. Since today is Friday, it would be the next one. Yeah. I don't know if that counts as this or next Friday, but
It will be
it's
next
on
Friday.
the way.
It didn't come out today, did it?
No,
So it comes out next Friday.
sure.
That's what it is.
And I've also been replaying Batman Arkham Knight, which is such a fun game.
Really?
Yeah.
What made you go back to Batman?
The Joker movie.
Oh, okay.
I was like, you know what? I'm in a Batman mood.
Oh,
Let me
yeah,
go see what's
Katie.
on the PlayStation
How
Store.
was the Joker?
Fantastic.
Okay. Good description. Thank
All
you.
right, good talk.
Stellar.
Next topic.
Right.
Unparalleled.
You don't care how the Joker was,
I don't,
Donna.
honestly. I just keep reading that people, like, hate it / love it. Like, they're like, oh, we're walking out of the theater. Oh, it should be banned from cinemas. What?
Okay.
Or it's so
I
amazing.
did, Katie. I know that you loved it, but it was the worst reviewed movie that we've ever hosted as Kind of Nerdy Girls.
It is a dark movie, and it's not funny. Batman's not in it. You know, spoilers
Yeah,
maybe.
I mean, who cares about Batman?
The people who are going to this movie, they go to it expecting to see Batman or expecting it to be the Joker, so it's like a comedy or whatever because he's a clown. It's a dark movie about a guy who just, like, life keeps happening to him and it keeps getting worse and he doesn't get a break and it gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse and he cracks. And people are walking out because they don't want to see that.
They don't want to see
So
the
it's
real
like
stuff
not
happening.
doing the medium in which they're trying to express this story any justice. Like, you have to talk about the dark things. They happen.
Right.
Like, you can't just ignore that and pretend bad things don't happen to people.
Do you need to talk about some dark
No,
things? You're getting
but I'm
very
mad that
passionate.
people are not
That's
even giving
really
that
good.
movie a chance. You have to. Like, it would make it would be an injustice to not talk about mental illness.
That's why
it
I
would
go
be
see
an
a
injustice
counselor.
to not talk about the bad things that happen to people. Sometimes good things don't happen to you, but it's not like, let's just pretend that doesn't happen in all the superhero movies and life's great and whatever. Bad things happen to people, and people are mad because this movie doesn't have Batman in it.
Preach, girl.
That's what it is. It was a great movie.
Do you want another box for your soapbox? You want to
Yes,
get on your
please.
soap tower?
Yes, please. It makes me mad that people aren't even giving that movie a chance.
So I should give it a chance if I want.
You won't like it
Why wouldn't I like? If I went into it,
because you judge movies based on how you feel at the end because you don't actually remember what happens.
that is true.
So, and you're going to feel bad at the end of that movie
Okay, I don't
because
like
the
to feel
ending
bad.
is dark.
All right, cool.
Yes.
So I will
And
not
it's
But
be
it
not-
does. But it sounds like the beginning is dark and the middle is dark.
Yes. There's no point in this where it's light. And it
Dang.
doesn't get better. It's a dark movie about dark topics and a dark backstory to a dark character.
And
All
it's
right.
the best movie you've ever seen.
Maybe. I don't know if it's the best movie
I
I've
don't-
ever seen.
I don't
Best
think she would go
DC
that
movie
far.
I've ever seen.
Best what?
DC movie.
Wow.
By far.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Like, I feel like DC has hit their stride with dark movies. Like, they're not going to be light comedic relief like Ant-Man. It's not going to
Yeah.
work like that.
Yeah.
They have hit their stride with dark and intense movies. Dark Knight worked fantastically. Joker worked well. Dark movies are their thing. They need to be like the brooding, angsty teenagers of movies,
I'm really-
not
They are.
Suicide Squad, because that doesn't work.
I think Suicide Squad. You're gonna have to give. You're gonna
I
have to
will.
erase Suicide Squad.
Erase.
the
That's what
first
we're
attempt.
trying to do by just
Right.
redoing the whole movie and
Yeah.
pretending the first one didn't happen.
But I am gonna give Suicide Squad a chance.
I will, only because James Gunn's the director.
Yes, and the cast looks fabulous.
Are we talking about the second one?
Yeah.
You
Okay.
mean the Suicide Squad.
The.
Su-
Why are we
so-
putting the in front of
To
everything?
differentiate from the first terrible
It's
one.
so stupid.
So DC is they're rebooting the entire franchise with the
As they should.
so that like you can
The
pretend-
Batman.
the Wonder
the
Woman.
Wonder Woman.
So is it the
The
DC
Green
now?
Lantern.
The DC Comics now?
Also a bad movie.
I hope they never do that again.
The
just
Green
just
Lantern?
leave Green Lantern alone.
Don't do that to Ryan Reynolds.
No.
Poor
Well,
Ryan Reynolds.
and I think that had they built an arc like they wanted to with the Justice League, you could have maybe brought Green Lantern back in somehow in a minor capacity.
Yes. I don't think Green Lantern's strong enough for his own movie
No.
because no one cares enough about Green Lantern for that.
Well, I was willing to give it a chance, but then wow.
Awful. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just kind of feel like DC like wants to like mash all these movies together to like kind of do how like Marvel does,
Right.
and like make it into one big thing. But like none of the stories really like connect.
But you can't rush it either. Like Marvel took 17 movies to get there.
Right.
You can't
Yeah.
do 2 movies and be like, oh, we're just
Okay.
going to explain it all
How
in the
many
first 45
movies
minutes.
in are we in whatever DC's doing right now?
So many.
So many movies, and nobody
None
even
of the
knows
good
what's
ones.
going on.
But they're not even connecting them anymore. Like
Yeah.
Shazam was on its own, and the Joker is on its own.
Wonder
and
Woman was on her own. So
The
like, I don't-
Batman's probably going to be its own thing.
The Batman.
The
The
Batman.
Batman.
I also saw a preview with Robert Pattinson in it today while I was scrolling through my Netflix things.
Of the Batman.
The Batman?
No, it was called The King.
The King.
The
The
King.
King.
This
Yeah.
is a movie I'm
Okay.
going to see.
Is it?
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about.
Me and Katy are
the
gonna
King.
watch it together if you
Yes.
want to.
I actually invited her over to my house to watch
She
it.
did.
When is it? When is it premiering? What are we wearing?
I don't know. Probably pajamas.
Jammies would be good.
Perfect.
But it's about King Henry.
Which one?
They didn't tell me which one.
Henry the
But
Eighth.
Robert Pattinson's in it, and he's a bad guy.
Is it Henry the Eighth?
I thought it was like the War of the Roses kind of
She's
thing with
been
like
married
the
since
7th
time
or the
before,
6th.
and everyone was a Henry.
From
Henry.
what little?
No, no,
I
Oh
don't
my
know
God!
what she's singing.
You want me to get the 45 out? We could just listen to it.
Henry the Eighth.
Jesus.
It's
I mean,
a song.
I love
no.
you so much,
From what I
honey.
saw, I think, and I could be wrong because I only saw this in passing. I think it is part of Henry VIII, but some of it was like from the preview I saw was along the lines of trying to try to save the ex-wives kind of thing. You know what I mean? Trying to like protect them or something,
Oh.
something to that extent. I can't 100%. Like I said, I just saw it in passing.
Okay. Cool.
But
It
it's
was
a
really
historical.
good.
You're gonna watch
Yeah,
it.
it's a
You're gonna watch
historical
it.
movie. So I'm
I
a
love
sucker. So
historical
I'm
movies.
in.
I also
Yeah,
like
I'm
the
Yeah,
into
I'm
historical things.
completely in.
All right. So you're gonna watch. You're gonna have a kind of nerdy night in for that.
Disney's
are.
Robin Hood is my favorite historical movie.
What?
The one
my
with the
God.
fox.
Oh my God.
The
I guess it's better. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it's better in Kevin Costner.
Yeah, duh.
Don't you talk badly about Kevin Costner.
Hey, you know what? When I was a teenager when it came out,
He was a baby.
I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of cool. Not really thinking about it. And then as an adult, I look at it, I'm like, oh, good God.
Nostalgia
terrible
does
life
not favor
choices.
everything.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, you can go back and watch anything that you really loved as a kid, and you're like, wow, I've grown since then.
I just did that.
Rugrats movie's still really good.
Hey,
Rugrats in
to
Paris.
America.
Get it right.
Hey.
Rugrats in Paris.
No.
Rugrats in Paris was really good.
hey, White
With
Man
the
Can't
evil
Jump for me.
stepmom.
Never seen that.
Oh my God, dude,
So,
that's
I
a
did
timeless
this.
classic.
Actually, yesterday. I went back and found an old movie that I hadn't watched in many, many years that I loved as a kid. Didn't even remember what happened in the movie. It was A Troll in Central Park.
What?
And I found it on YouTube.
What?
Because it's just some like old vague movie. It's about a troll, except he has a green thumb. So
What?
like all the other trolls don't like flowers and they don't like nice things. They don't like pretty things or whatever. And he gets obviously kicked out because he has a green thumb and he likes flowers and he's nice. And he just finds these abandoned children, you know, in New York City's Central Park.
Here we
because
go.
they don't
Katie's
have
making
parents.
stuff up again. Is there a blue chicken?
No.
Is there a blue chicken? Are you sure?
I listened
pretty
to that episode while I was at work.
Well, that's right. You weren't here.
I was cracking
You
up.
weren't here when Katie was making up stories about the drunk and the blue
KJ
chicken.
was like,
thing.
Katie, why you lying?
Okay, well, listen to me. Stardew Valley is a very real game and a very good game.
Okay, and the troll
blue
with the
chicken.
green thumb is also a very real
It's a
movie.
good movie. Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's probably not supposed to be, but it is.
And it's called The Troll with the Green Thumb.
No,
No.
A Troll in Central Park.
Oh,
Central
okay.
Park.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that
Right
what
up there
it's
with
on
like
the
The
street?
Black Cauldron. I really loved that movie as a kid.
What is that?
And it was like really dark.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, that was one of Disney's finer dark movies.
Yeah, so like in the 80s, they just decided to make a bunch of really dark and disturbing movies
Oh, it was the 80s.
for
so-
children.
Mm-hmm.
So like the bad guy of this movie gave me nightmares as a kid because he's
Oh.
like an actual skeleton. He's called the Horned King, and he's like
Does he have
dark
horns?
and scary, and he's got this really deep gravelly voice and like just built to give kids nightmares. And it's a Disney movie.
I
Yeah,
can tell
like
from
it's-
your face that it still freaks you
It's
out.
so good. It's such a good movie, and it was a good book.
She's like
too.
getting chills right now.
Yeah.
Just talking about it. She's like,
She
oh,
got
no.
some PTSD from that
It was
movie.
a good movie.
Huh. All right. Speaking of dark and scary, do you have a favorite Halloween movie? Do you do it? Does anybody do scary movies?
I don't like
I
scary
do.
movies. I like the DComs. I was gonna say DComs. Disney Channel original movies.
I didn't
That's
even
what
know that
That's
abbreviation.
what DComs stands for.
I don't think we're going to use the
Hi,
term.
I'm Jonna, and you're watching the Disney Channel.
Here's another
Cross Mickey
decom.
Mouse thing. No, I really like the Disney Channel movies.
People could totally interpret decom.
I don't know what
as
that
something
means.
very different.
It stands for Disney Channel original movie.
No, it does not.
Disney Channel original movie, parentheses, DCOM, and parentheses.
No.
Trademark.
That's what it stands for. I
So
really
which
loved-
one?
I
Like
loved-
Halloween Town?
I loved Halloween
loved
Town.
Ah, okay.
And I loved Twitches with Tia and Tamara Mowry.
Mm-hmm.
That was okay.
And what else was there?
Halloween Town was fantastic, by the
Halloween
way. I
Town
love
was
that
so
movie
well done.
much.
So good.
Where you guys stand on Hocus Pocus?
I like
love
Hocus
it.
Pocus.
Love
Okay.
it.
I
Watch
still haven't seen it.
Watch
I
it.
know it's on
favorite Halloween
87
movie
times
is
this
the
month.
Halloween Tree.
The Halloween tree.
You know what kids movie I really like that's kind of scary? Oh God, what's it called? Stuff.
Good story.
No.
Stuff.
It's one about Monster House.
Monster House was really good.
Oh my God. And I hate like scary movies, and that was a scary movie to me as a kid. But it
I
was
want to
so
say
good.
that they just took a bunch of Disney actors and made them voice actors for that movie.
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Mm.
It was a really good. It was messed up.
It was
A bunch
like
of
it's-
actors from the decoms.
No, like the guy's dead wife became his house, and
Yeah.
it didn't like children.
like yeah,
Yeah.
no. Like his wife was like obese or whatever, and he was building a house,
She
and
was
then
in like a
something
freak show
happened,
or something.
and these kids were
And she
like
died.
bullying her, and then she fell like into like the cement, like at the foundation of the house, and the cement like fell on her, and it killed her. And so then
It's a Disney
her like
movie. Yeah.
spirit like took over the house and was like terrorizing like the kids in the neighborhood and stuff.
That's
Yeah,
freaky.
so he became like a crotchety old man who's like secretly protecting people from his house, but they're like, oh, he's just mean.
Just like
And then he had like a heart attack.
they're just like he's a butthole.
And then they're like, you know what? Well, this guy had
Do
a heart
they say butthole in
No.
the decom?
I think you can say butthole on Disney.
I think so too.
Okay.
But like then he has like a heart attack and he goes to the hospital. So the kids are like, you know
He
what?
doesn't die,
Now's the
though.
time to break into his house.
Yeah, because the kids are like, what's going on in his house? I bet he has like dead kids in
Yeah,
there or
let's
something.
be nosy.
Turns out it's his dead wife.
And then the house gets off the foundation and like chases them through a construction zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good.
It's a good movie.
Sounds great.
It was such a good movie, honestly.
Yeah.
Is it on YouTube?
Probably. You'd have to look for it.
It was on Netflix when I watched it last.
I'm pretty
okay.
sure you could probably get it in the Walmart bin for like $5.
Disney Plus probably.
No, I don't put
Is that
DVDs
actually a
anymore.
Disney movie?
I don't know. I want to
I
say
feel like
it
it's
was,
not.
I don't
I
know.
want
I
to
don't
say
know
it was
why.
Pixar maybe, but don't they own Pixar?
I don't know.
Yes, it's actually Disney Pixar. Yes.
Oh, I
Yeah.
don't know.
All right.
Disney owns like everything. Disney probably owns us. What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, see?
If you broke down how much money we spend on Marvel stuff,
Oh,
Disney stuff,
They own you.
Star Wars stuff.
what a win.
Yep, I work for Disney.
That's you guys. I'm just like Marvel stuff.
They own you.
Yeah,
do.
and your DComs. Hello.
That's true. Okay, I don't think they call them that anymore. But that's what they
They
call
don't even
them.
make original movies anymore.
They don't, because they're so lame like
I
that.
remember like the mermaid ones.
What?
There was like a ton of Disney movies about mermaids.
Everyone went through a mermaid
was?
phase.
Yeah. It was like high school girls become mermaids, but it's a secret.
That is
A
not
lot.
a
That's
real
not-
thing.
wait,
That
that's
is not a
And
real
then they did,
thing.
like Camp Rock, which was like obviously
Wait,
the best
I think
movie.
Nickelodeon has a show that's like the teenage girls who are mermaids. I think it's like H2O or something like that.
I don't remember.
What is it? I don't know.
There
I
was
watch
a
a lot
lot
of
of
SpongeBob
mermaid
at night.
movies in
Here's
the early 2000s.
Aquamarine was so good though.
here's what I want you guys to know.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna have the Circle City Ghostbusters on our show.
When?
They're gonna join us at our kind of nerdy night out
Monday.
Monday
Oh, I will not be there.
for Maleficent,
I have to work.
Mistress of Evil. But I thought it'd be fun because it's getting close to Halloween. If you're listening to this now, and it's close to Halloween. And the Circle City
That
Ghostbusters.
is totally trademarked.
I don't know.
Get sued by Disney.
Don't sue us. We don't have any money. I
can't-
definitely don't have any money.
I can't edit that out either because I don't have time because I got to post
Sorry,
this
pals.
right now.
bummer.
And the Circle City Ghostbusters will also be at the Cancer Totally Sucks party because it is an 80s party. And that's, of course, when the Ghostbusters began.
The party that's the day before my birthday.
It is.
Well,
It's
next
Jonna's
year be
birthday
the
party.
Cancer definitely sucks
It's not-
party.
Yeah, I think if
It's
I like
totally
this
sucks.
80s party thing, I think that it stays Cancer Totally Sucks.
Cancer
forever.
radically sucks.
Radically sucks. That does not flow very well.
Cancer gags me with a spoon.
Wow.
What's other 80s lingo? I wasn't alive then.
Oh, me neither.
I mean, gag me with a spoon.
I think the Thundercats were a thing in the 80s.
The thunder, yeah.
Yeah.
Cancer
You can't-
sucks.
But you
Ho!
can't be like, Cancer sucks. Oh!
That would be a great T-shirt. Cancer sucks. Ho!
Cancer sucks at 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, there was Back to the Future. You had, I mean, there was Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I loved that
What a
movie.
good movie.
Did you? My dad hated that movie so much that he wouldn't let us watch it.
Why?
I didn't watch it until I was a grown adult.
Is it
And I
because
was
he
like,
was skipping school?
yeah, I was like, I don't know what my dad didn't
See?
like about this. It's not that bad.
When Eric and I first started dating, I pointed out the similarities between him and the friend.
Cameron. Oh, yeah.
Cameron.
You
Oh,
showed
yeah.
me
They
the
look
picture.
too similar.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
You're
And
marrying
he was like,
the friend
okay,
from Ferris
sure,
Bueller. Oh,
whatever.
I didn't say marrying because you're not engaged yet. You just have an engagement ring, but you're not engaged.
Yeah, it's a weird thing.
It's a weird thing.
Yeah.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
All right. Does anybody else have anything?
Cancer bodaciously sucks.
I watched last week's episode of Supernatural. I watched the season premiere.
Oh, yes.
Did you watch it?
I did watch it.
Have
How
you
do you
grieved?
feel about it now that you've seen the first episode of the last season?
Weird.
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 Weird how?
I don't know, because like I was so anxious the whole time because I was like, this is like the last
one.
This is the last season premiere.
Right.
Like
gotta enjoy
I
it
just
while
don't know
it
what I'm
lasts.
gonna do. I really felt I was so anxious like the whole time, and then like Alex Calvert, A+ acting with being a demon.
Right?
Love it so much. Like
I kept thinking,
so good.
How many times did they laugh? Because he
Right.
was really, really good at being a smart-ass demon.
yeah.
Yeah. I felt better, so I had that same like anxiety leading up to it, and then they were like, "Here's a couple of." I like that they're gonna they've set it up so that they can do some throwbacks to some of the demons that they fought in the past.
Yeah, no, I was like, is this just going to be a highlight reel? Like, that's kind of what I felt like. It's just going to be
I don't
like...
think so.
What's that song that plays at graduation? That's what's going to play. And then it's going to, like, flash back through, like, their best ofs.
I hope not.
Dust in the Wind.
I don't know. Where it's like, we'll be friends forever.
I don't know that song.
I'm going to miss all of you. It's probably like a Peter Gabriel song.
It's what
though.
is
In
it?
your eyes.
Is it Tommy Page?
I don't
Or
know.
is that Friends Forever?
Something like that.
Yeah.
for
I've
sure.
never
But
heard
it's gonna
that
like
song.
play that, and then it's gonna like turn into sepia tone, and then it's gonna be like flashbacks of their best ofs.
I mean, they won't have to make it in sepia tone because like the first 5 seasons were in that tone.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this is
that's
literally.
definitely
It was very dark
like visually
in the
dark.
beginning. I mean, they didn't have any money then.
Can we
so.
talk about how their promo was exactly what I predicted for the end
Yes,
of this show?
I really hope that Adam comes back.
Yes.
Like
That could, if there is no way that they did that promo and Adam doesn't appear at some point.
He better.
Because remember in the first
Well, she
episode,
set up. Yes.
in the episode when he asked if does that mean the cage is open too? And then I'm
yeah,
like,
I know.
I'm like, you're not going to
I
be
know.
like, oh great, my
You think he's
long
gonna
lost
be
brother
happy
who's
you
been
left him down
tortured
there? Yeah.
might have finally escaped because we sure as hell haven't
We
helped
totally
him.
He's
forgot
probably
about
like
him,
got
and now
all
he's
the
probably
demons.
mad.
Probably got all the demons together, just ready to like whoop Sam and Dean.
Did
Honestly.
you notice that, honey?
Oh, yeah, that was the
I'm
first
like,
thing I noticed.
As soon as they said the cage, I'm like, Adam and Adam
Okay,
and Adam.
but I
and
just
what
want
about
to say,
Adam?
Welcome,
I just want to say
everyone.
that they have opened the cage before,
I know.
but now all of a sudden it's a big deal that the cage is open.
Well, no, not
When Adam-
necessarily. No, they opened the cage. They didn't open the cage. They got Lucifer out of the cage.
Did
they
they
didn't
open it to
just
get him out?
open the cage.
Yeah, you just squeeze
It's
through
like
the
now
bars.
the cage is just wide
Like you
open.
turn
Yeah.
sideways.
Yeah. Now, yeah.
Like they strategically went in and pulled someone out.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
never left the
They
cage
never just
door
like were like,
open.
okay, well, door's open.
Yeah, it wasn't a cat flap on the cage at any point.
It's
No.
one of those one-way ones.
Yes, yeah.
What if it's
They
a
left
cat?
him-
What if it's a cat flap and now Adam's like sticking his head through it? Like,
No,
He's
they
like,
left
"I'm
him
getting
down
out."
there with like a tin cup, so it goes clink, 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 clink. Clink, 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 clink.
but yes,
Called it.
you were not here the last time that we talked. I don't remember.
Who, me?
Oh, it was
Shelley was here.
Was it with Shelley?
Yes.
Yeah, it was with Shelley that we
Yes.
were talking about. If you go back and listen,
Called it.
Katie, if
You totally
if you
nailed
would
it.
listen to our podcast,
I do.
then you would hear us
never know
giving you
what's going
Y'all
credit.
never listen to me, but I'm always right.
What I'm saying
I love me.
How
is
was
if
I
that?
you
am
listen
always
to our
correct.
podcast, you would go back a few episodes and hear me saying Katie was right.
Let me hear it again. One more time, please.
Katie was right.
Ah, yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
You want one more just
I'm
for
just gonna
prosperity's
cut
sake?
that part
I'm good.
out.
You're
I'm
good?
gonna
And
bask
just
in
send
it.
it to her in her
Okay.
email.
Bask in
That's
it.
going to be Katie's new
my ringtone.
text tone. Katie,
Katie
was
was
right.
You gotta change your Twitter handle to @Katie was right.
At Mrs. Right.
All right. This episode has been brought to you by Katie, who's right.
Yeah,
Yay.
you're welcome.
And-
Everyone.
Me and Chris Evans getting matching tattoos.
Oh, and my divorce from Val Kilmer.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Sorry,
R.I.P.
sorry, Val. He's not dead.
R.I.P. to your
But he's
to
not
your
in good-
marriage. R.I.P.
But
to
he's
your
not in
marriage.
good health, so let's just edit out the
whoa.
No, he's not.
I
you
didn't know
guys.
that.
I didn't
Oh,
know
no,
that
he's
either.
in bad
Never mind.
shape.
Great. And I can't edit because I got to post
And now you're divorcing him?
Yeah, you're
God.
going to divorce him
How
in his poor
dare
No,
life.
I
you?
divorced him a long time ago, and it was amicable.
But did
Oh,
you
okay.
actually?
All right.
Well,
No.
no, I didn't. But we we broke up, but we were
Broke
about to
up.
get divorced.
You're separated.
You're legally separated for like 100 years.
No, I don't know how my dream ended. I don't think I ever ended up divorcing him. Actually, right now I'm
Do
still
dreams
married.
really have
In my
ends?
dreams, I'm still married to Val Kilmer.
So now you're just breaking his heart.
Do
Sorry.
dreams have ends? I don't think they have beginnings. I just feel like you're like, oh, in the middle of it.
Yes,
This seems like a very deep topic.
it is a little too deep for us.
Do androids dream of electric sheep?
We'll save that for next time. And also, what is life going to be like when we don't have helium? These are things you should think about for
Yeah,
the next
stop
kind of
using it
nerdy
for
girls
stupid balloons.
podcast.
Helium?
Yeah,
You
the
know that
world's supply of
helium's running
helium
out,
is low.
right? And
Yeah.
it's an
No.
element.
How would I know that?
It's on the periodic table. It says
I know
heat.
helium's an element.
Yeah, capital
okay.
H, little
Do
e,
you know that it's an element that's about to be gone?
No,
like
I didn't.
extinct.
There is a
Can
limited
elements go
supply
extinct?
of helium, and we have used almost all of it.
for balloons.
Actually, you know what we need to do? Start putting hydrogen in balloons. So, like when kids are being little asses, you just pop, and kaboom.
I don't. Okay.
This
You
is
didn't know
for
that?
you to ponder for the
All right.
next episode.
Yeah, don't
of
buy
the Kinda
helium
Nerdy
balloons
Girls.
anymore.
I don't. I hate balloons.
Next time we're back, we'll be talking with the Circle City Ghostbusters.
About helium?
Well, we'll ask them.
I won't be there. So
maybe
Maybe
they
it's
can
about the
investigate.
world
them.
helium shortage.
All right. Thank you for listening. This podcast is also brought to you by Creative Zombie and PopCon, Indy's local con. Tickets are on sale now. Go to popcon.us.